Another massive one for you, though, Andy. Let's talk about the showdown at the G. Blues and Dons, what do you think?
Well, it is very early in the season, but I do think that this is a season-defining game for both sides.
Definitely.
With Carlton's draw, they need to win. With Essendon losing to Fremantle last week, which was an embarrassment, they need to win.
They can't go 0-3, the Dons, or they're out of the race.
Yeah, expect a fast game with both teams, probably not as high-scoring as in previous encounters because of their new look forward lines. Tensions will be high, and there are plenty... The amount of Indigenous talent there is on the field.
I think 9 taking the field.
Saturday night is going to be sensational.
Definitely.
The key to stopping Carlton is stopping their midfield, something Brisbane couldn't even do.
No, it's easier said than done, that task.
It is. One of the interesting aspects, which has been discussed by former champion Matthew Lloyd this week, is how kamikaze Essendon will be in their style.
Let's talk about Matty Lloyd just for a second. One of our colleagues, Matty Lloyd, colleague in the media, we're all superstars. Early in the week he's saying us, we, the Bombers, us, everything. They, them. He's disassociated himself with the Dons. Let's talk about the Dons. Who do you like for the Dons?
Well, you look at Dempsey and Hocking coming off half-back.
Not bad.
They've got an explosive half-back line.
Yep.
You'd have to... the key to stopping them will be Carlton Smaller. We'll go with Betts, Yarran and Robinson. God help us.
Like Mitch?
Yeah, he's a very good player. God help us if Carlton never win the flag.
Why is that, Andy?
Did you see the big Satan celebration last week?
Wow, I did see that one.
It looked like he'd slept with 20 million like Tiger.
Hold on. Family show.
Sorry.
It was ridiculous from Satanta, though. You know what he needs to do? He needs to go and watch the way Roo celebrates a goal. He's just calm and quiet about it. I
like the pump the fist.
Yeah, you like that? You like a little bit of a crazy celebration? I thought he won the lottery, mate. I didn't know what I was watching.
Oh, well, good luck picking a winner this.
Who do you like in this one, though?
Two. Well, recent history says Essendon between the two. Form this year says Carlton. So I'm going to go with whoever goes to the punt road end first.
Let's go. That is what is keeping us on top of the talk show world. You're right, though. If the Bombers got up last week, they'd be going in at evens. Bombers at plus 13.5. I like the Dons at the line. Dons $2.50, Blues $1.60.
Yeah, D's and Crows at the G.
3 weeks ago, you'd say the Crows in a comfy one, but on the back of last week, the D's look a little bit tempting. The fact that they've opened at $2.80, the shortest they've been since 2008, says people are finally starting to come around to the D's. However, the Crows absolutely cannot go 0-3. It's too far to get back. We just said it about the Bombers. Same for the Crows. They might have a little bit too much structure for a young D side, and I think Melbourne will seesaw all year. Took a lot out of them last week, Maisie, and I think the Crows might get up comfortably and put their first win on the board. Stay away, though, because they still haven't shown much.
Well, I like your thoughts. Tell me about the other huge game this week at Etihad.
It's humongous.
Between the Doggies and the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks went down, but they were pretty impressive last week. Junior Boy Rioli, he was everywhere, and Ruffy looked an absolute treat. I've got a bit of a question for you there, Doc. Who's more important to the Hawks, the Budman or the Golden Ruff?
Well, at this stage, you'd have to say the Budwick.
Oh, I'm not so sure, and time will tell, I guess. He's very consistent, Ruffy. He's got the great hands like catcher's mitts. The Dogs were electric last week against the bye.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
No, they are, Andy. They are absolutely the bye. The team that loses to Richmond this year, they will eat their hat and they will not sleep for a week.
What about the Dogs?
Well, when we talk pace, we often talk Cats and Dons and that sort of thing, but the Dogs are absolutely exhilarating off half-back, and Gilby and Harbrowd were absolutely up to their old tricks last week.
They were your boys. You requested that from them.
Yeah, I put it in the goal.
Must be keen watchers of the show.
We talk about it every week. They do love Inside 50, like all AFL footballers.
Rocket shows it for his pre-game.
Does he? He gets them all fired up on the old Inside 50. Coondog absolutely back to his old tricks last week. But you know what we haven't seen a lot of yet? Big Baz. Only one goal from the last 7 quarters of football. All those dream teams out there that picked him on the NAB Cup form, they are kicking themselves in the pants because he hasn't shown much yet. I'm going for the Dogs in the close one. I just think the Hawks are still a little bit off it, although they really did impress last week. Very hard at the contest.
Yeah, Dogs for me too. They're at 155 and the Hawks are at 265.
A Sunday night twilight footy, revitalised Dockers against Geelong at Subi.
All aboard the Hevo bandwagon. How well are they travelling
They're
at the
not
moment?
too badly at all.
Never mind Ablett. Who's going to tag Barlow
Gun,
this week?
what a gun.
Who is going to tag him?
Absolutely
He's had a ripping
find.
season so far. Hopefully they keep up that intensity for the rest of the year. Scarlet and the Moon look like they're going to miss after they've been offered one match bans.
They
and
definitely
so
will
Big
miss.
James Podsiadly, who has
Gonna
kicked
get a run.
106,395 goals in the VFL.
It's a lot of
the
goals.
last 10 years.
It's a silly amount of goals.
It is.
I told you that was silly to go a million.
He will make his debut, and what a story that'll be.
Dockers?
The last time they won 3 in a row, they went on to lose the next 9. Freo, so maybe they should take that.
I don't think they'll need to, Andy. I think the Cats will be too good anyway. For some reason, Geelong, the most dominating team of the last 3 years, who haven't lost a Freo in 5 years, punters, are opening $1.60 again. Choo-choo, get on that
So
train.
is that your bet of the week, Mitch?
Certainly is, Andy. Brings us to bet of the week, doesn't it? We smashed it last week. Sponsored by A1 Partitions, your guys to go to for office fit-outs and solutions. From dream to completion, they're the guys for it. Last week we put 50 down, Andy. 140 return. We're tripling your money here on Inside 50. This week, I like the Cats for the win. Roll it into the Weagles at $2, and you're looking about $3.20. What do you like, Andy?
Probably North versus West Coast for mine. I see either team under 15 points is paying about $3.10. So
he's always after the juicy odds, Andy. It brings us to my favourite section.
Here we go. What have you drawn this week?
Rob from Mulgrave.
Last week it was Bob from Mulgrave.
Yeah, well, Rob's his mate. He's sending in a ring-a-ding-ding. I tell you what, we get a lot about Fev here on Inside 50.
Flooded.
Mailbag's full. He comes in with a strained back mail. All this viewer mail. But this one's gold about Fev. I just want to bring it in
what
for
you
you here. You're silly. That's the neurosurgeon's office here.
Yep.
And in the waiting room we got Fev. You can tell it's Fev. Have a look at the chin on him. He looks like a potato. And there's a scarecrow there. And he's the scarecrow out of the Wizard of Oz, I've been told. And he's saying, hey, Fev, I think we're here for the same thing, mate. You
Comedy
get it?
gold.
It's comedy gold, isn't it? We'll see you next week, guys.